Hey my beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you guys can see by the look of the title, I am going to be doing a first impression on the new makeup brand, which is called UOMA Beauty. This is one of their makeup products right now. This is the one that is like making a lot of noise, and I'm pretty sure if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys have seen that I attended their beauty event and it was so beautiful. I just felt like it was very true to themselves. Like everything that this brand represents for itself was there. You can feel it, you can see it and everything, and I just love that about them. I'm basically going to be doing a full phase of first impression using all of their products that they just recently launched, from their foundation, concealers, eyeshadow palettes, eyeliners, lipsticks, everything that they have, you guys. So I hope that you guys are excited because this is the makeup look that I will be doing while trying out their makeup products. So I hope that you guys are excited about that. But I do want to say that this is in partnership with them because they reached out and they were just so nice and said if I just wanted to do a first impression on their products, and I was like, yes, especially after I read a little bit about their foundation, which you guys are going to see in the first impression, that it's really amazing what they're doing with their formula. But before we jump into the first impression, you guys, if you guys haven't heard of UOMA at all, they are a Black-owned makeup brand, which is really cool and amazing because, like I said, when I went to their beauty event, I felt like who they truly were and what they were representing. And they're a brand to truly celebrate the heritage of African culture, which is so beautiful because I really felt like that, you know, when I was at the event. I saw to, like, from the food, the way that they had every, you know, decoration and everything. So I just really love that about them because if you guys know me, I love representing who I am. So seeing a brand with so much pride and joy representing that, it just makes me so happy. UOMA also means beautiful in their native Southeastern Nigeria language, which I just think it's so cute. So I love the name of the brand. It's just beautiful the way it means. And you guys can find basically their makeup products on their website, omabeauty.com, or at Ulta, because it's already available at Ulta, which is really cool and amazing. That's a little bit about UOMA Beauty, you guys. And if you guys had never heard about them, well, now you guys are gonna hear about them now. And I'm just so happy to be introducing this brand to you guys, just because you guys are gonna see their products. But anyways, yeah, without further ado, my loves, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this first impression. So as you guys can see, I am starting out with my face bare, nothing on my skin, because the first step is foundation. So we have here the UOMA Beauty Say What foundation. This is the packaging that it comes in, and it has here on the side step 1 as their basically part of their whole entire line. So we're gonna go ahead and test the Say What foundation, and as you guys can see, I'm using the shade range in the color blue, which is Fair Lady. There's actually 6 different foundation shade ranges, going from the very fairest all the way to the deepest, and they actually provided a little like wheel so you guys can see what the different shade ranges are named. So we go from White Pearl, Fair Lady, which is the one that I'm in, Honey Honey, Bronze Venus, Brown Sugar, and last but not least, Black Pearl. So here it tells you a little bit more about the foundation with the active ingredients that it has in them, because each individual shade range has different ingredients for different skin concerns. So this is something very different from any foundation shade range that I've ever seen on any brand, because usually the foundation formula is exactly the same throughout all of the foundations. But this one is very different. This one, like I said, has different active ingredients in each foundation shade range. That way it can target the skin concerns that foundation shade range needs. So I think this is so innovative and so cool and very amazing. So I'm very excited. But like I said, I am part of the Fair Lady shade range. So I'm going to just be swatching for you guys all of the foundation shades from this line, or this shade range. But a little bit more about this foundation. So you guys know that the name is called Say What Foundation, and they also provided a booklet with more information about the foundation and also the tips and tricks and how to use the actual foundation with the benefits. So I'm gonna go ahead and just read to you guys that this has 51 shades. And those 51 shades are divided into those 6 different skin keens. That's how they call it. And it says that it's a weightless, adjustable coverage, long lasting. It has a vibrant matte finish with blurring effects, which is really cool. It's hydrating, and it has something super cool that I've never really read on any foundation. It says that it has a biomimicry, hopefully I just said that right, pigments to mimic the skin for a flawless finish. So it makes it look like it's part of your skin, so that way it doesn't look like it's just foundation on top of your skin, you know? So that is really amazing. And then it also says it's formulated without parabens, talc, or D5. It's vegan, and it's also cruelty free. And the way to use it is that you can use it with a brush or a sponge. Obviously, I'm going to be using a brush because I love to get the most coverage from the foundation, because right now my skin hello, it's not the best right now, so I want all of the coverage that I can get. If you want to use a sponge and you want to build up the foundation coverage, you can, because obviously this is a buildable foundation formula. So that's that. It says tips and tricks is that if you're applying it with fingers, apply quickly to work effectively. With the quick dry time before you buy or use the foundation, be sure to know your skin, determine your undertone, and figure out your exact skin type. This allows you to narrow down what foundation is right for you. Okay, so the other thing about the foundation shade ranges is that they're all also divided in between numbers and undertones. So let me explain to you guys. We have T1. So T1 is the color. Then it also jumps into T2. And then last but not least, T3. All of these 3 foundations are under the warm undertone, because they're also divided into warm undertone, neutral undertone, and cool undertone. The more darker you want it, you might want to jump into T3 instead of T1. If you want something more in between, T2 obviously, but the last letter is going to determine the undertone. So obviously W stands for warm. If it was an N like this one, it would say neutral, and if it's a C like this one, it's a cool undertone. So that is really cool and easy to just basically narrow down your foundation shade. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch for you guys just my foundation shade range, because 51 shades to swatch is a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all of the Fair Lady shade range. That way you guys get the idea of what I'm talking about, and also just so you guys can see the different undertones with the different colors and how it builds up. So those were the swatches, you guys. Now you guys can get an idea of what I was talking about, just in case I didn't make any sense. But those are the differences between the undertones and also the color buildup. So I think my foundation shade is T2N, because I felt like that was like the one that was right on point, look like my actual skin color. So I'm gonna go with that one. I already primed my face basically with my everyday primer. You guys already know. I always use this primer for everything. So now I'm going to move on to just straight to the foundation. Like it says, you could apply it with a sponge or a brush. I'm going to use a brush. So I'm just going to take my brush, do one full pump to one side of my face and see the difference. So that way we can compare how it looks. I'm going to do this side because this is where I have this big guy going on. So I'm going to see how well it's going to cover it. So here we go. This is one pump. I'm just going to dot it everywhere. So far, wow. I must say this blended out so nicely. Let me get a mirror so I can see it close up. But let me also zoom you guys in so you guys can see what the foundation looks like. This is the before and here's the after. It does look very natural, not gonna lie. Oh yes. Yes. I can tell that the nip did not pick up whatsoever my dry patches at all. It makes my skin look so beautiful. But the coverage, I would say I need a little bit more just to cover this guy. But other than that, I mean, wow. Wow. Like, Can you guys tell the difference? Oh my god, it made it look like my skin, but just overall like more evened out. Yes. So I'm gonna do one more pump to this side of my face again, just to see how much we can build it up and see if we can just overall extend the coverage and also the way that it'll feel on the skin. I'm kind of curious to see if it'll make it feel like it's caked up or something. All right, so far, I mean, it feels very lightweight still. Definitely does not feel like you're caking your face up at all, so that's really good. I also forgot to tell you guys that it kind of has a scent to it, not so bad. Nothing that I think it's weird or anything. It kind of smells good actually. But here is this other second pump of adding it, and this is the before and the after. Definitely like that we added a second pump. I can still see the pigment of this scar, but I mean, we can just color correct it. Here is the second pump. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side of my face now, and I'll be back with you guys. Step number 2, you guys. Here it is. It's the concealer. This is the Stay Woke concealer. And again, it comes in different shades. So T1, T2, and T3. This one doesn't have any undertones whatsoever. It's just basically what it is in that shade range. So because obviously I belong to the Fair Lady, I'm going to go ahead and pick a concealer from the Fair Lady range from the concealers too. So again, they all have different concealers for the different foundations. All right, so we got T1, T2, and T3. So like I said, lightest, medium, and the darkest. So like I said, maybe I'm gonna go with T2 just because this one looks a little too light. So maybe I'm gonna go with T2 just to see if I can use this as my under eye concealer and also slash highlighter. So gonna go with T2. I also like that it has a really nice thick doe foot applicator. Love that. Definitely feels very, very creamy. All right. I'm also going to apply a little on the chin and my nose. You guys the benefits, but it's a creamy smooth texture, it's full coverage, it's thin skin-like finish, it's a long-lasting formula, and it's also formulated without parabens, talc, or D5. It's fragrance free, it's vegan and cruelty free, and the way to use it is it says that to apply it under your eye with a light, smooth, even strokes, and you can blend it with your fingers if you wanted to, or a brush or a sponge, and a little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. Well, I read that too late. I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this out. All right, so far this is blending out like a dream. And oh my god, can we just talk about how good this feels? Oh, so good. I love that it feels very, very hydrating. All right, there is the concealer, guys. Oh my god. Such a great concealer. I can tell you that the way that this concealer feels is everything. So I, so far right now, really like it. Now we're gonna move on to step number 3, which is the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Double-Ended Contour and Highlighter Stick. So this is what it looks like. This is step 3. And let me just now take it out of the packaging. Again, I'm using the Fair Lady shade range thing. So they also just make it so easier for you to find your contour and highlighting sticks. So this side, as you guys can see, is a highlighting side. So when you swatch it, it looks really beautiful. Oh my god, that looks so pretty. And then we have the contour side, which is this one. So I'm going to be using both. The benefits of this one, it says that it's in a stick form for easy application. It's a creamy formula that melts on contact with the skin. A uniform payoff, adjustable finish, so you could go natural or go bold. The choice is yours. It's infused with leech fruit extract to hydrate the skin. It's a long-wear formula, and it's also formulated without parabens, talc, or D5. It's fragrance-free, silicone-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. The way to use it is that it says the highlighter, obviously you apply it to your cheekbones or the bridge of your nose, the highest points of your face basically. And you basically swipe onto these areas and then press onto the skin with your fingers or a brush, and you could add more if necessary. To sculpt, you apply it to your cheekbones, forehead, nose, right? Like anywhere where you want to contour basically. And you apply it directly to the skin and you blend it out with a brush. That's the way to use it. And the tips and tricks for this one, it says to start light and build it up. And if you go in too heavy-handed, use some powder or to counteract the shine. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and use the highlighting stick. Oh, wow, this looks nice. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're just basically pressing it onto the skin. I actually really love how it just goes with the foundation. It's not really like separating or anything. Usually that's what I find when I see other highlighting sticks, that it kind of like breaks down the foundation or the concealer, and then it's so annoying because you have to go back and like reapply it or like fix it. But this one, look, it's working so well with the other products, and I love that. Ooh, yes, look at that. Whew. Now I'm gonna apply the contour side. I usually never cream contour, you guys know that. I usually do. Ooh, okay, start at lightly. Okay, there we go. I never contour my nose, you guys. Like, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but we're just gonna try it and see how it goes. Wow, this is blending out so freaking easy. I was actually scared because usually this is the reason why I don't cream contour a lot. Very rare when I find a really good cream contour stick, because one of the things that annoys me is being there blending it out for so long. But this, super fast and easy, you guys. Yeah. So there is step 3. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything. Just basically do my normal face makeup and I'll be back with you guys. All right, so now that we got all of these products down, I'm gonna go ahead and set everything just so we can get the idea of what it looks like with the setting powder and everything. So let's go ahead and just set everything. I'm just using a light translucent powder, the one I use every day. All right, so this is what the skin is looking like after I've set it. Lightly touched it right here just because obviously I'm going to apply my bronzer and highlighter, but you guys can still see the glow. And that looks so pretty. So I definitely have to say this foundation and concealer are so good. So far, I really like them. So now I'm going to just do the rest of my face makeup, and I'll be back with you guys. Now that I set everything so far right now to me looks beautiful. Now moving on to the eyes. So we have palettes from them, and I feel like the packaging is so freaking cool, you guys. Like, I'm really living for this packaging. It looks so beautiful. But I basically have 2 palettes here. This one over here, I think it's called, this one is called Savage. And look at the colors, you guys. I literally am dying over these shimmery shadows. Like, holy crap, you guys. When I first touched them at their event, I was blown away of how freaking creamy and pigmented these are. So this is Savage. The other one that I have here contains other colors that are so beautiful. This is Allure. And are you guys ready for this? Woo! Look at these colors, you guys. I die. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a combination of both of these palettes, like a super simple look, just so you guys can get the idea of what the colors look like on the eyes, how they apply, how they blend and everything. And then if you guys want, later on I can do a full tutorial using their palettes of a more dramatic eye look, so that way you guys can get the idea. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the color Foxy, which is from the Savage palette, as my transition color. So I'm gonna pick this up with a blending brush and just start applying this on my crease. So far these colors are blending out so beautifully, and I can tell that they start out with like not so intense, but you can definitely work it up, because if I keep on layering it, like I feel like it's gonna get super intense. So I actually like that, especially for beginners. This is a great formula. That way you don't look at the colors like too scared and thinking like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to work with that. I feel like this formula is very friendly for beginners and just experts in general. Okay, so next, the other color that I want to get is this olive green one. This one right here, which is called Lush, and it's from the Allure palette. I'm going to take that with a more dense brush and pop this on the outer part of the eye. Woo! So pretty. I deadass thought I was gonna get like all kinds of fallout right now, but I'm like, oh wow, okay. So I'm gonna go back with my blending brush and take a little bit more of Foxy just to blend out the edges. Because we are using the Allure palette, I am going to also take the Allure eyeshadow, which is this one right here. It looks so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take that all over my entire lid. I am so excited. Actually, let me try to apply this with my finger. I am seriously living for this formula of shimmery eyeshadows. They feel like they do have like glitter in them, because the way this sparkles, that's definitely like glitter or something. Wow. I love it. Alright, so there is the eyeshadow. So freaking pretty. Oh my god. I'm telling you, these would be so good for when you want to have your makeup poppin', you know, for the club or a night event or whatever. So cute. Okay, before I finish off the rest of my eye makeup and the bottom eyeshadow, I'm also gonna try their eyeliner. So this is what the packaging looks like. This one is the AFRO DISC.IAC CLEOPATRA ink. And this is in the color Blackety Black, y'all. I love their names. And this is what it looks like once it's outside of their original packaging. And look at that fine tip. Woo! You could get really precise with this. So where's my mirror? Where's it going? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do a wing liner. Oh, you could get really sharp with this. Oh. Wow. That was so easy to work with. I just love the tip of it, like how freaking thin you can get your wing liner to be. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup and then be back with you guys with the lipsticks. Okay, so now that I am done with my makeup, the last step is the lipsticks, and I got 4 lipsticks right here. These are called the Badass lipsticks, and this one is in the color Brenda, Chaka, Sade, and Eartha. So I only have these 4. I swatched them at their event and they swatched so beautifully, so I can't wait to like put them on my lips. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the swatches for these. These are supposed to be really matte, but they feel so creamy on the lips, so I love that. Okay, so first up right here is called Brenda. This is what Brenda looks like. Look at that, you guys. Like literally so freaking beautiful. These are really pigmented, you guys. And then we got over here Chaka, which is like this purple one. And I am living for just this formula. Like seriously, it's so creamy, but then it's a matte formula, so I love, but it doesn't feel completely matte on your lips. That's what the pamphlet says. It's supposed to feel very moisturizing. Here's this beautiful red one, and this one is Sade. Look. So pretty. Eartha is the one that I'm going to be using for today, and it's this nude lipstick, and that's how it looks. You guys know I love nude lipsticks. But first I'm going to line my lips just a little bit, just so we can make sure that I have a nice lighter outer layer. So here we go. Just how I imagined. Super freaking creamy. So creamy. Oh my god, this color is everything. Oh my god. I love it. Ooh! I'm so excited about these. Oh my god. That wraps up basically my first impression on UOMA Beauty. I have to say I really ended up really liking their products. There's nothing pretty much really bad to say about their products. I mean, the only thing I don't see myself using it is because I don't generally use it, is their contouring and highlighting stick. I normally don't ever use these makeup products, and you guys have known that for a long time if you guys have been watching my YouTube makeup tutorials. But other than that, I do see myself definitely using a lot of these products, especially the foundation and the palettes. Oh my god, the formula is so beautiful. I love just the way that they applied and everything, how they look. The foundation, because of the formula in it. I mean, obviously I'm all about anything anti-aging, so if this is going to be making my skin look so beautiful like my skin, which it definitely does, I'm all about that. So pretty much I really don't have a lot of negative stuff to say about this formula. I do have to say though that the concealer, you do need a little bit. I felt like I did over apply, so that was the only thing. But like I said, now that you guys know and you guys want to purchase it, you guys will know to only apply a little bit. I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this first impression. Let me know if you guys do want to see more tutorials using their palettes or in general their products. Let me know what you guys think about the makeup brand in general, because I feel like they really did an amazing job at the launch, because it's so many good products. They did something very different outside of like everything that any other makeup brand has done, especially when it comes to the foundation, catering to each and every foundation shade with their skin concerns. I mean, that's just mind-blowing to me. So anyways, that's my final thoughts on this brand, you guys. Let me know, like I said, what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye. Hopefully I'm making sense. I don't know. Do I make sense? Oh god, this blush is pissing me the fuck off. Anyways, read. Me va mejor sin ti. Oreo, what's up, motherfucker? What's going on? Hi, Papash. I'm right here, Papash. Hi. Hi, Papash. Cats are so weird. All right, so far, Se me está cayendo el moco.